Well, John, thanks again for coming on the program, sir. Great talking to you.
Happy to be on, Cam.
I know that there's been a lot of discussion over the past few days about H.R. 822, and with the news that the bill has passed out of committee today by a vote of 19 to 11, thought it'd be a good opportunity to try to talk a little bit about what this bill does and does not do. One of the things that we've been hearing a lot about is that this would create some sort of backdoor right to carry database set up by the federal government.
No, it absolutely wouldn't do that. I know I've seen people make that claim, but the bill doesn't have any provision requiring that, doesn't authorize any agency to do that, therefore any regulations that anyone tried to put out on it wouldn't be valid.
Okay. Now, we're also hearing from, groups like Mayors Against Illegal Guns and the Brady campaign that this is what did Mayor Cory Booker call it? Oh, he said the bill was insane.
Right.
Now, I thought it's interesting. You guys pointed out in an NRA ILA fact sheet that this process already exists for armored car guards all across the country.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And for not only current police officers, but retired law enforcement officers.
And there hasn't been any issues.
No, not at all.
Okay, so when Cory Booker says that the state of New Jersey should have the right, when Mayor Bloomberg says that states and cities like New York City should have the right to establish their own laws on who can carry, what's the NRA's response?
Well, they have the ability to have their own laws, and I don't like the term right, since it's really a power that they exercise.
Mm-hmm.
And people who are visiting those states under the provisions of this bill, if it were enacted, would have to comply with all of the laws that the state passes in terms of where, when, how, and what a person can carry.
The opponents of this bill also seem to have a problem with the fact that different states can have different licensing procedures, and therefore federal reciprocity is somehow out of the question.
Well, states have different state driver's licenses are recognized, even though states have different criteria for issuing and renewing those. Road testing is harder in some states than others, and so on. And yet, people are able to and successfully do safely travel from state to state all the time with their driver's licenses as travelers.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting. There's a bit of a straw man argument, I guess, rebuttal to that I saw from Cliff Schechter, who's working with Mayors Against Illegal Guns, who says something along the lines of, "Well, in that case, John, there is a federal database for driver's licenses. There is a permitting system in place. Are you saying that you'd be okay with some sort of a national database for right to carry holders?"
Well, no. Obviously, we'd be opposed to any national database on gun owners. I mean, that would be gun registration and has resulted in gun confiscation all over the world. And the truth is, what there really is not a national database of drivers, but an ability of states to query each other's driver's license databases, which is exactly what exists for carry permits for the most part.
All right. So it seems like a lot of the opposition then, John, is, shall we say, overblown?
I would say make stuff up.
And I got to say, it's fascinating to me that we're seeing this from a group that calls itself Mayors Against Illegal Guns, which is now, coming right out and saying, no, we are opposed to legal gun owners. There are millions of right to carry holders around the country.
Right, 6 to 7 million valid permits in the United States.
And so this isn't about illegal guns. This is about an anti-gun owner group going after those 7 million people, and frankly, anybody else, any other law-abiding American who might choose to exercise their right one day.
Well, exactly so, and that's par for the course for MAIG.
All right. So with the vote today in the House Judiciary Committee of 19 to 11, do you anticipate that we'll see a full House vote soon?
Hopefully soon. Could be quite soon. But it's something that people who support the bill need to contact their members of Congress about.
All right. Well, listen, John, again, I'm really pleased you could come on the program, sir, and look forward to doing this again very soon.
Happy to do it, Cam.
John Fraser, NRA ILA's Director of Research and Information, joining us here tonight on NRAnews.com and SiriusXM Patriot.